Another week that we are blessed to be here. Let's not take it for granted. Let's go Monday.
Morning, friends. Welcome back to a full week of eating. Y'all loved the full week so much when I did it the week before last. I took last week off as far as a full week. We just did a full day. Go check out that video if you didn't. It was fun. It was like more of a spend the day with me as I was doing all my daily checking off the boxes, making the daily deposits, but did some fun stuff as well. This week is loaded with lots of new recipes that I'm trying. So I definitely wanted to do a full week to take you guys along, let you guys know if they are tried and trues, repeats, recipes, or if they are absolute trash. So I will let you guys know this week, but I'm feeling so good. Y'all let me know what you did over the weekend. We had an amazing weekend. So I mentioned in that full day of eating that I went and saw Weapons at the theater Friday night. Y'all, you know a scary movie is good and really sticks and resonates with you when one night you have to sleep with a light on. Like that. I've got, I don't want to spoil anything like I mentioned in that video, but I've got certain things like embedded in my mind from watching it, and it scares the living shit out of you, and I'm here for it. But man, one night I was like, I'm scared. I had to go to bed with a little light on. Oh, what a sissy. It's so good. Highly recommend if you have not seen it. We did our Thanksgiving in August night. We had our turkey. I did the baked New Orleans macaroni. I made a pumpkin crumble bread with some type of maple glaze on top. Y'all, freaking pumpkin bread is out of this world. Like, I know y'all hate the word moist, but that cake was the most moist cake I've ever had in my life, and that maple glaze was like, knock your socks off. I'm gonna leave, it's a TikTok recipe. Finally, TikTok coming through. I'm gonna leave that recipe down below for y'all. Holy crap, it's definitely one that I'm gonna make over and over again. Even Waylon loved it. Y'all know Waylon is the worst as far as knowing what's good or not. He doesn't like anything. And he was like, oh my God, this is outstanding. I'm like, finally, the boy appreciates something. Everybody gobbled it up. Gone. There's one slice left, okay? But I partaked in it, and oh my gosh, so good. Highly recommend. We are here for upper number 1. I'm excited. I've really been enjoying my upper day sessions. Last week though, I felt like a weak bitch though on my chest press with the dumbbells. I was able to do 2 sets of 10 on 35s. I was at 40s at one point. My strength comes and goes. I don't know what it is when it comes to chest press, and for shoulder press too, if I'm doing them with dumbbells, the same thing. I think it's a mind effort, to be honest with you. But I did 2 sets of 10, and they had a group of guys come by me, and if anybody's like crowded around me, I get in my head and I couldn't even get the 35s up once they came over there, so I had to drop them down to 30. But again, I think it was more of a mind thing versus a strength thing. We're gonna try 35s, but I could tell you that I was sore AF the next day in my chest. My chest was on fire, I guess, from doing those 2 sets of 35s. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes today. But everything else has been feeling really good, really excited to get in there, really appreciative, like I said earlier, to wake up today, take a breath, be here on this earth, and have the opportunity to come in here and move my body. I don't take it for granted at all. I know so many people out there would kill to be in a position to be able to just get up and move, you know, and we take the little things for granted all the time, and I definitely don't. I definitely soak it in, appreciate it, and take advantage of it while I'm able and willing, God willing. We also have an Amazon return to do after this. I really want to go into Home Goods and TJ Maxx because it's right next door to the Whole Foods drop off for Amazon. But guess what? We're not going in there. We're going to drive our happy ass home and eat our post workout. So in the meantime, let's go in here and slay upper. No promises with clips because Mondays and Fridays are the absolute worst up in this crunchy.
So in some ways I'm truly different, in some way I kept my soul. I got time if you want me to freeze up. I'm new now, I found the flow. I'ma need you to keep up, not slowing down anymore.
What you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm trying
done and dusted. I was looking so fresh and clean going in there, and now I look like a wet dog. It is what it is. Holy crap, we had a great upper body session. Felt so strong today, progressed in so many of my lifts today, which makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, wasn't able to get but one clip, but it was, if I had to get one clip, that was the best clip I could have got for you guys. The bench area was totally full. I was on a bench, every bench was occupied, people were waiting for them. I'm telling you, Monday and Fridays here is an absolute zoo. Excuse Damon. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, right, Danielle? Damon the Crow, because he's always interrupting us when we trying to talk to my friends. So when I was over doing my rear delt exercises over on the cable machine, I was like, let me try to set up the camera because it was a little bit dead over there. And they had a gentleman on the like pull down thing right next to me, as you guys could see in the clip. When I got done, he stopped me. He's like, take your earbuds out. And he was like, congratulations. And I'm like, oh God, where is this going? I was like, for what? He said, for the first person I've seen to do any type of rear delt movement like that, and you nailed the form. And look, I am so self-conscious with rear delts. I'm always in my head thinking the form is trash. That's why I really set up the camera, because I was like, let me see if I'm doing this shit right. Because this is like the 3rd or 4th week I've been doing these. And look, I'm feeling it there. It feels good, but that doesn't, I wanted to make sure, you know, with the form, with setting up the camera. I always say, film yourself, not just for posting on social media, guys, but making sure that your form is correct, because if your form is trash, then you're just wasting your time with your exercises and trying to progress and build muscle in that area. He said, I have not seen anybody do rear delts like that before. I can tell that your shoulders look the way they do for a reason. And I was like, oh my God, this is the best compliment of my life. I said, and I proceeded to tell him that I was self-conscious with rear delts. And he said, no. He said, your alignment was straight the whole time. I feel like I pull back too hard sometimes, but sometimes I need to do that to feel the rear delt. And I mentioned that to him. He said, from what I could see from both angles, he said it looked great. And I could tell he was watching, and you know, he stopped me afterwards, but it was like the best compliment ever. We got to talking. He was 68. He's an ex like competitor as far as like powerlifting, bodybuilding, and he said he's just still going to the gym, you know, just for health and to move his body. And people ask him all the time, like, why the hell do you still do this at your age? And he's like, because I don't know anything else. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I was like, oh my God, I love that so much, because I preach that to you guys. We're doing this for health until we're in the grave. There is no like, oh, end goal, you know, like you stop working out. You still move your body because you need to move your body. If you stop moving your body, guess what? You're going to stop moving. You're going to start being achy. You're not going to be able to do the things that you were. And that's what he said. He's like, I'm able to do things at 68 that I could do in my 20s and not have a problem with it. And I told him why I was training for longevity, building my granny body. And he said, girl, keep doing it. So that was like such a great special moment in the gym, to talk to somebody with experience and for somebody to validate what you're doing is correct is just always so fulfilling to me. So I thanked him so much, told him to have a great day. But y'all could see our interaction there was for like 5 minutes, and he was just doing his thing, you know, old school, had his pen and paper notebook, jotting his sets and his reps down. Love to see it. So the message today is, and I need to be better at this as well, it's just I'm trying to get acclimated. I feel like I'm still not acclimated to this gym as far as the people here, but give somebody a compliment, pay somebody a compliment, no matter what it is. Like if you've been noticing somebody in the gym and you're like, God, she's so pretty, or like, I love the way she wears her gym fits, or damn, she's strong, whatever, he, she, whatever. Give somebody a compliment because you don't know what they're going through. Like me, like he was like, I'm shocked that you are self-conscious about rear delts. He's like, you look like a pro. I'm like, boy, no, I am not a pro at all. As I feel like I am such a baby at this. He said, keep doing it. And a lot of people, even though they might look like they have their shit together, inside mentally, they might be falling apart or thinking like, oh my God, I am like the worst at this. So pay somebody a compliment. It will go far. I promise you. We're going to go drop this return off, not going anywhere else, stay in the course. Did my return. Everybody and their mama had the idea to do returns today on Monday. I was in line for 19 minutes. That's great. However, wanted to pop on here because on the way, we have a Party City. Y'all know Party City went bankrupt, out of business. We have a Party City right across the street from TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Target is right here, all the things. And they have a Spirit Halloween sign up. Like our Spirit Halloween always sucks because they never like get a good location to put it in. But that location is huge, so I'm hoping they have like all the good stuff versus the trash that's been in these little bitty ones here lately. A spooky girl's dream to have Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Spirit Halloween. I don't think it's open yet. A lot of people's Spirit is already open from what I see on the ticker talkers, but ours always opens late, but happy to see it there. So freaking stoked. I just passed it, got a better look. It is open. Big sign, now open. I'm hitting that up this week for show. Getting my post-workout meal together, and I promised my girl Kelsey, again, I promised her, she said, girl, show me how you get your nut butter when it's like, see how oil separation is? This one's been sitting for a while since last fall. How do you get the old ones back to their original state? So I'm gonna show you guys. So what I do is I take my knife and I literally stab holes in it and I move the oil around to get in all the dry spots. And I try to like hand do this as much as I can. It looks pretty good. Don't be afraid. Look, I take that knife and I stab it. Take your aggression out on this, okay? Any built up, take it out on your nut butter. My immersion blender has a couple of attachments. One of them is this single whisk. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can just use your hand mixer if you have one and just put one of the little blender things on there and use it like that. I couldn't show you guys because I had to hold the container while I was doing it, and it gave me a run for my money, this one, I'm not gonna lie. This one was a little bit thicker than the past couple ones I've done that, but it will be better with a hand mixer. It'll be more sturdy. The attachment won't try to come off of that immersion blender one if it's super thick is what I'm saying. But it looks great. It looks back to the consistency that I want. And we are eating the caramelicious apple pop. Speaking of, since I'm using these, today when you're watching, they are going to be releasing these two flavors. They're from last year. On Friday the 5th, I believe, is when they're going to release them, and Burgess will get you a discount. Caramelicious apple pop, peanut butter, and pumpkin choco chip cookie peanut butter. I used this one in my oatmeal last week when I did this. We're gonna do this one today. I will tell you, they're both good. Out of the two, I like this one the best. This one is all pumpkin. It's got a pumpkin sauce in it. This one is really delicious apple flavor, and it's got golden Oreos in it. So if you're more apple, lean into this one. If you're a pumpkin lover, this one. Is this my favorite pumpkin nut butter that they have? No, I'm going to be straight with you guys. It's not. I like some of the other ones better. Pumpkin spice latte, they haven't had it in years. That's my favorite one of all time. If they ever bring that one back, I'm getting wasted because that's my favorite pumpkin one that they have. But this one is really good. I feel like this took forever to make today. I don't know why, but we finally got our post-workout meal done. Lord of mercy. We've got 100 grams of liquid egg whites with about 11 grams of G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup on top. We've got the 100-calorie packs of the Better whatever maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Get these from Target all the time. Love these so much. 2 slices of raisin bread back there. A little bit of mandarin oranges. We did 20 grams of the apple pop peanut butter on top. And our protein coffee. Our protein coffee is just our regular Cafe Bustelo knockoff from Aldi. And then we've got the caramel waffle cone, came back last week, y'all. If you've not gotten this, it's a limited batch. It will get sold out at some point and it won't come back. So I got 2 of them because I love this. I think a little bit more than the Snickerdoodle, and it's one of my favorites for just my regular protein coffee. But I did put some pumpkin spice whipped topping on there for a total of 599 calories, 38 grams of protein, 77 carbs, 18 fat, and 9 fiber. One of y'all in last week's video had asked like what was in all of my freaking tumblers because I had like a million for that full day because I was living out the car. So for my first 40 ounce of my HYDROJUG, I do the Amino IV from PEScience. I've got the raspberry grape and the orange dreamsicle are my 2 favorites. That's my BCAAs and EAAs. That's great for when you're training and doing your cardio. So I drink that for like the hour and a half, 2 hours that I'm in the gym. I finished that, obviously, when I did my cardio, drank my coffee. Now I filled up 40 ounces of water again, and we're doing the PEScience electrolytes. I love these. The guava pineapple, and then let me grab it. The watermelon candy are my top 2 favorites, and the watermelon candy is constantly sold out. I think it's available because I just bought this one. This one's full, but I think I have a backup of this one up there. Like, you see my storage of all my stuff? Yeah, it's crazy. I have a backup of this one, and I think today we're gonna go in with watermelon candy. So that'll be my 80 ounces that's required for me for my water, but I will drink some type of 0 sugar soda. And then I'm still drinking just plain water and maybe another 0 sugar soda. I do about 2 0 sugar sodas a day, not going to sugarcoat it with you guys, and I am here for that. And any other water. So I drink a shit ton of liquid is what I'm trying to say, a lot. You can go over your goal. You don't have to stay within your goal for sure, especially with these hot months we got going on. I know everybody's talking last vlog about how they have these cool crisp 60s and 70s. Like, girl, I'm just loving 80, 88, okay? 88 is making me feel like I need to pull out my parka, all right? But I'm drinking more because it's just so freaking hot. While I'm right here and I got them out, taking them with my water. These are the supplements I take in the morning. At night has not changed with my nightly cocktail multivitamin. You can take whichever one. I like the PEScience. Biotin I've been incorporating the past month for my nails, going on my like natural nail journey because they are paper thin from getting them done for years. I'm trying to get them back where they need to be. Vitamin code raw D3. I take this every day. I have since about 2019. We're all deficient in vitamin D a little bit. If your blood work comes back showing that you're low in it, or if you go and get like a DEXA scan or whatever, just take it. I'm telling you guys, it's going to do nothing but benefit you guys. And then cinnamon. This isn't necessary. I just think it does something with inflammation for me, and I don't have that problem with taking this and the turmeric at night. So these are the ones I take every morning. Been doing some cleaning. Sundays are like my clothes washing, run the vacuum, put things away, get things ready for the work day, back to school. And then Monday is for doing the things I can't do with a house full of boys. So I was able to vacuum and mop the floors. And we use this Mr. Clean Spiced Harvest. I got mine off of Amazon because I can't find it anywhere. I know it's at Walmart, probably Dollar General, but I can't find it in my stores. So it's the same price, shipped to my door. I will link it for you guys down below, but it made the whole house smell like spicy fall festive harvest. Loving it so much, Mr. Clean. So I got that going. For lunch, Monday is a Mod Podge of let's eat what we were eating last week before we go to the grocery tomorrow on Tuesday. So I will have new stuff for you guys starting tomorrow, but we are eating the chicken skewers from Costco. I didn't have as much rice as I needed to eat, so that's what was left from my rice cooker, and I wasn't making new because I don't need it for the rest of the week, if that makes sense. 27 grams of the G. Hughes sweet chili sauce. I mentioned it last week to you guys. And I'm also going to weigh up some blueberries. I haven't done that yet, but I'm gonna do 150 grams of blueberries. I'm gonna leave the house in about 5 minutes. I need to go pick up a prescription down the street before I go pick up Trey. So I'm gonna like inhale this, eat this as I go eat the blueberries on the way to go pick him up and all. 347 calories, 27 grams of protein, 50 carbs, 4 fat, and 4 fiber. Dinner tonight, voila, the Sloppy Joe casserole. I mean, can you guys even see this cheesy goodness? I tell you, we haven't had it in a while. I am super stoked and excited. Got green beans in the microwave, don't get triggered, and some plain old sliced bread. Dinner is ready. We've got a serving of the Sloppy Joe casserole, a piece of plain white bread, 70 calories, not even a whole serving of green beans, no salt added, but I'm tracking a whole serving, it's fine. 689 calories, 38 grams of protein, 98 carbs. Usually I wouldn't go with this many carbs at the end of the night, but I'm enjoying it, okay? 17 fat and 6 fiber. Never skip dessert time. We're doing a Quest Overload. This is the cookie commotion. Y'all know I love the over double chocolate, whatever it's called. That's my favorite of these. This is the last one I have of this one, and I think I have like 2 more of the Sunday ones, and I will be buying more of the double chocolate whatever. This one in particular is like 10 calories less, 200 calories and 20 grams of protein. And my total macros for today are 2282 on the cows, 147 protein, 325 on the carbs, 52 fat, and 30 grams of fiber. Let's go Tuesday, leg day number 1. Good morning, happy Tuesday. We are here at Crunchy for lower number 1. We also have ab work. I'm like loathing ab work right now. I'm loathing it but loving it at the same time because I'm loving the effects that I'm getting from it, but just going to do it, especially at the end of doing legs, it's like, ugh, kill me now. However, I am sore AF, so sore from yesterday's upper. I feel like Mondays I've been going beast mode on my upper, which I'm here for it, but man, I am so, my back is dying right now. Holy hell, I slept amazing last night, even though I did not get enough sleep. So let's talk about that for a second. If you guys sleep is shit, then you're not going to get good results in whatever part of the journey that you're in. Prioritize your sleep. I am the same as you, okay? I am not any perfect angel over here when it comes to the sleep, especially coming from summer to now transitioning back to school. It has been the worst. Like usually I've been going to bed around 11:15. That is late for me for the school year. Usually the school year I'm in bed no later than 10, and even then I want to get in bed earlier than that. I've only been averaging about 6 hours of sleep here as of late, and I can feel it. I can feel it big time, and you'll see it on the scale as well. So if you're not seeing the drops that you want, if you're on a calorie deficit and you are not getting enough sleep, that's one big problem right there. So make sure that you're prioritizing your sleep. I know it's hard, especially as moms and dads out there, but a little bit will help. I mean, even 15, 20, 30 minutes extra from what you've been getting will make a world of difference. But try to strive for better. Never perfect, always 1% better. So just try a little bit, and I'm gonna do the same. I've got to start doing better with that. Before we get in there, I'm gonna try to get in there as fast as I can. Today is grocery running day, so I want to make sure I'm not like hella late with doing all the things. It's a super busy day. Tuesdays always are. But I wanted to mention that we still have spots open in the Next Level Shred, which is our 10-week fat loss program. That will close on September 7th. I cannot accept any more after September 7th because I got to start working on plans to get ready for the start date for the 15th. So if you were on the fence about joining, guys, join. It's never too late. Like I mentioned last week, as far as your age, you're never too old. It's never going to be a perfect time. So everybody always waits for the first of the year because it's like some magical time. It's not. And if you want to make progress whenever, now is the time. There's never a perfect time. Now is the time, is the perfect time for you. I posted this on my Instagram this morning. It says, if anyone is magically going to appear and suddenly make your life better, just know that person is always going to be you. So if you want to change in your life, guys, you've got to be the person to do it. Nobody's coming to save you. Y'all have heard me say that a million times here on the channel. Nobody's coming to save your ass but you've got to be the one to make the change. You've got to be the one to step out of your comfort zone and join a program for that accountability. You've got to do it. You can blame all the things in the world. Like, it's so easy for us to point the finger and to blame anything else but from what we see in the mirror. But ultimately, what you see in the mirror, that's going to be the damn problem every single time, I promise you. So join us, guys. It's going to be amazing. Especially, it will end right before Thanksgiving, like literally the Sunday before Thanksgiving. We have Sunday and then Thursday's Thanksgiving. That is the end date. So you can make tremendous progress before 2026 happens, okay? So you can end that shred. You can go into maintenance for the holidays, all right, for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and enjoy yourself for that time, and then get right back on the saddle for the new year. We do have a mini cut that we will come out with a bang the first of the year as always, and then the long cut in April is what we usually do as far as my programs. But make progress now instead of looking at 2026 and looking back at the past 3 months and be like, damn, I let myself go. Why did I do that? Don't have those thoughts, don't have those feels. Go ahead and get a jump start on that shit right here and right now. So that being said, I'm gonna go in there with my sore ass, my back, specifically my right rear delt. Believe it or not, we were talking about rear delts yesterday, and all of this from doing the back work, so good. This is what I'm wanting to work. So feeling that it's sore right here is giving me hope. Let's get in there and let's be crippled and also have our abs a hurtin' a world of hurt. Lower number 1 complete. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am a sweaty hot mess. Thank you, Jesus, for that infallible L'Oreal setting spray. Danielle, you were hating on it, girl. I'm telling you, it is the poo. I don't care if it smells like hairspray or not. It keeps this shit locked in when you are sweating like a wildebeest, okay? That's why I love it. Tried and true OG. Workout was amazing. Tell me why I feel like a weak ass bitch every time on Smith Bulgarian split squats. Now, if I do dumbbell Bulgarians, they still suck, but they don't feel as bad as the Smith machine. Why does that feel like death? I don't know, but I'm here for it. Did them, progressed on them a little bit, even though I feel like a little weakling on them. We're working our way up. We worked our way up on a lot of exercises. I didn't get to film anything for y'all. It was so crowded in there today. And like I've told y'all, at least with my crunchy anyway, the proximity, I guess people forgot about COVID because they on top of you. They on top of you. They ain't worried about nothing. They ain't worried about getting sick. They ain't worried about personal space. They ain't worried about gym etiquette. They ready to get on their shit. And look, I understand, but I mean, I don't know. I was on the good girl, bad girls, as speaking of Danielle, as she calls them, the adductor, abductors. I'm gonna start calling them good girl, bad girls from now on because adductor, abductor is a tongue twister. I was on that. I'm trying to really go fast on that because everybody wants that machine. Even though I'm dying and I really need to take like a minute or two break in between sets, I'm trying to just go power through. And they had a couple that's in here all the time, and she was giving me the stink eye, like, girl, hurry up, I'm waiting to get on. I'm cleaning the machine and literally she's like already changing the weight and stuff. I haven't even got my phone, my bag, whatever, and I'm looking at her like, can you just wait a second? Like, you see me cleaning the machine, you see me getting my crap, nobody's gonna jump in front of you. I don't know, like the fear of people cutting each other off in there, I guess, is real. I don't know, but look, I ain't for any of the drama. Remember I mentioned in last week's video about the police being called, and I don't even know what happened with that. So I'm just in there to do my shit, get in, get out, make my gains, not cause any trouble, not be in any trouble or drama. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently that's the vibe here at this crunchy anyway. Holy crap. We're gonna go to Aldi, Little Walmart. I got to get my grocery running done. I will show you guys what I'm going to be eating. I'm going to wait till after. I always do that. I go into Aldi first, and then on the way to Little Walmart, I eat my post-workout meal. And it is what you guys probably think it is, being grocery day. Grocery day, I keep it the same because I got to pack it, and it's just easy, and I love it. I turn this air down because, you know, here it's still 90. For everybody that commented in the last week's vlog about it's a cool 40. Look, I love that for you. I love that for you. But I hate this for me. I hate this for me. Why? Look, at the high's like 88 next week, and I'm gonna be rocking shit out of that. First off, this morning it did feel nice. It's feeling nice at night as far as being cooler and not being 90 all day, all night, 24 hours, because that's what the vibe is down here, okay? Just letting my northern friends know, don't ever move down here. You won't be able to handle it. You're not conditioned like we are, the ones that have lived here our whole life. It has been nice waking up and it's cool, it's kind of windy, feeling that fall, but then as soon as that's over, it's 90. So hopefully a cool is a coming down here in the south for me. Texas, my Floridian friends, Mississippi, we got this. All right, we've got post-workout meal, Aldi, great finds in there. However, they were out of so much crap, so I mean, I have to go to Little Walmart anyway. PB&J overnight oats, and then I've got my protein coffee with that caramel waffle cone from PEScience. If it's still available, y'all snag it because it is going to be gone, I promise you, friends. Our macros for a post-workout meal is 622 calories, 47 grams of protein, 62 carbs, 25 fat, 9 fiber. It's just easy for me to pack on the go. You can definitely do some different overnight oats if you don't want that high of a fat content. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me as long as I'm, you know, within my macros. I can have low carbs, high fat, low carb, whatever. It's fine. The blueberry cheesecake and the strawberry milkshake are lower fat options, and those are my favorite go-tos as well.
I'm about to have to skedaddle out of here. We're doing lunch. Nothing new if you've been around for a hot second. Tuna fish, y'all. If you're not eating tuna, if you're in a calorie deficit, if you're at maintenance, if you're just trying to eat high protein, where is the tuna fish? I know it's be stinking up the workroom, but guess what? You got goals to hit. Don't worry about them. They'll get over it. Also, if you don't want people around, if you got some like coworkers you don't like so much, it's even more reason to bring the tuna up into the break room. All right, got a can of tuna fish, a serving of light mayo, some yellow mustard to my heart's content, garlic salt with parsley. I got a backup, don't worry. pepper. That's what I like in mine. You can do it just something quick. I mean, I can make it all frou-frou fancy too, but that's what I like, and no fuss about it. I got a serving of the Snack Factory honey mustard bites. That's little pretzel snacks. You can get those from Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Thrive Market. I think I ordered those off of Amazon though, because all the places were out and I stocked up. Got a light string cheese and also 100 grams of fresh blueberries. 362 on the calories, 29 protein, 36 carbs, 11 fat, 3 fiber. I am going to fill up my second HYDROJUG with my PEScience electrolytes. I just finished a 0 Pepsi cherry delicioso, so we're gonna fill that up and get on the road. I don't know if y'all could hear Saint in the background. Y'all hear him? When I was talking about my lunch, but that is the rottenness. He takes his daily poop when I get home, and this is what he does until Waylon gets home. Now when Waylon gets home, he's all active, running around, having the zoomies, but with just me and him, if he takes a poop, this is what he does. Worthless. Dinner tonight is cooking in the Midwest. Got him playing over there. He's on Instagram and on TikTok. I will have this link for this recipe in the description box down below. This is cheesy taco mac. Y'all, can y'all see this cheesy goodness? I mean, we just be having pasta every night. Yeah, carbs. Instead of shots, carbs. That's the theme around here. Yes, I cannot wait to dig into that. Let me back you guys up and turn Instagram off. Look at my little cake stand, how cute. I ordered this glass topper off of Amazon and it's absolutely perfect. I got the cake stand from Home Goods. I love it so much. I've got these market side garlic knots in the tomato basil. If you watch my grocery hauls, I got a bunch of these on the clearance cart for $1.97. They look bomb. They smell delicious. They look just like the regular garlic knots, but with like extra seasoning. Here for it. That's probably why the macros are a little bit more. 140 calories for a garlic knot, but I am definitely eating one tonight. Here's the pasta plated up. That is a serving. And there is the garlic knot for a total of 610 calories, 38 protein, 61 carbs, 24 fat, and 4 fiber. Just to update y'all real quick, this was dynamite. Hubby hasn't eaten yet. He just got Waylon. They went to go off to baseball practice so when he gets back. But man, so flipping good. And those tomato basil garlic knots, I am kicking myself in the ASS for not buying all, because they had a million bags of those for $1 or something. They are so good, so elevated from a regular garlic knot, like next level. I will pay full price for them if I see them at Walmart, but damn, I should have stocked up when they were on sale. They are so good if you've never tried them. Never skip dessert. We're doing some simple cereal with some almond milk over here. So I'm gonna do a cup of almond milk. I've got 54 grams of Cinnamon Toast Crunch weighed out. I mentioned to you guys, cereal is very calorically dense. So if you're thinking, if you're not tracking, oh, I only ate a bowl of cereal and your bowl was like mounded over, y'all, that's like 1,000 calories. Like, I'm not even joking. Just this is a little bitty bowl, okay? It's 224 calories for 54 grams weighed out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's crazy and eye-opening when you track things like this, okay? Non-voluminous foods and stuff is very wild. 254 calories, 4 protein, 44 carbs, 8 fat, 4 fiber to end out this Tuesday. I've got a rest day tomorrow. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. And I will pick you guys back up on
Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. We are back. Crunchy's way over there. There is this guy in here, and look, he is fit AF, diligent, comes to the gym every time I'm here. He's here. He's been parking in my spot. There's no spots, okay? Let me tell you a little story real quick. When I was teaching, when I first started teaching, and you know how people are set in their ways, especially teachers that have been teaching for a long time. For my teacher friends, you know. So I didn't know anything. I'm brand fresh new, you know. I'm parking and I was driving my hubby's truck at that point. He had a huge ass truck. I was driving his truck at the time until I could get a car of my own. When we were first starting out, we were still living in our little starter house. Okay, all the things way back in the day. So I'm parking in this spot, doing this for weeks. Finally, this lady that worked there, let's just say she was eclectic. All right, that's being nice. And she walked in my classroom and let me have it about parking in her spot. Look, your girl didn't hold her tongue. Like, I was a little shy, not as outspoken as I am now back then, but I let her have it. I put her in her place. Let me tell you, we were bestest friends, not really, but like, she would definitely like try to bully people. And if they didn't like fight back or say anything back, she would continue to do that. No, not happening today, girl. Your girl freaking told her, and she respected me the rest of the year. Now, I let her have her spot because I'm like, look, she been teaching for 100 years. I'm gonna let her have her little spot, okay? I'm gonna let her have her spot. But I was like, lady, there ain't no assigned parking here. Nobody gave me a tag telling me where I couldn't park. And if you want to get here, why don't you get your ass up earlier? I mean, that's exactly what I told her. But I was like, but it's fine. I'll park a couple of spaces over, girl. You can have your spot. So I'm not ever going to be like, get in my spot, because I still have TSD from old girl telling me about like being in her spot. So I know, tangent, but story time with Nicole. We are here for upper number 2. Look, I am loving upper right now. I've been doing the same split, you guys know, for like ever. I do it for months at a time until I get sick of it, basically. And then I'm like, okay, let's switch it up a little bit, but you don't need to switch it up. If you're loving your stuff, you can do it forever if you are progressing on reps or on weight, for sure. But I am loving it. However, the boys are off Monday for Labor Day. And then I was just looking at the school calendar and like, look, things have changed since I was teaching. I'll be telling you right now. They're off then the following Monday for the 8th because the teachers and the staff decided that they're going to do a professional development day off campus. Like, they're all driving somewhere to do some special development day. Like, what? Excuse me, what? And then for fall, y'all always tell me that y'all have like a fall break and Thanksgiving break. We usually just have Thanksgiving break. We are off on Fair Day, Parish Fair Day. We call them parishes, not counties, down here in Louisiana. But they're now off the day before Parish Fair Day for one day, and they're calling it fall break. So I'm like, Lord, I mean, they just constantly getting days off around here, and they are getting out earlier, I find. Look, this is me complaining now that I'm not teaching and that I'm a parent working from home, okay? First world problem. Anyways, they're off 2 Mondays in a row. So I got to figure out, next Monday I can definitely come because the hubs is off of work, but then the following Monday he has to work, but the kids are off of school. So I'll probably do a garage workout, I guess, or get up my ass up early and come to Crunchy. I don't know. Yesterday was rest day, much freaking needed. Remember I told you guys about sleep? I am still being a freaking slacker. Got no sleep last night, like 6 hours of sleep. That is nothing for me. Like 7 to 8 hours, like your girl needs. 42 years old, doing all this movement. Your girl needs sleep, and I've been feeling it all freaking week. I feel better today because of not getting the sleep. I haven't been feeling myself as far as like my body. My body definitely needs the sleep to heal, restore, recover, not feel like any type of puffiness or anything like that. I need the sleep. So if you're feeling any type of way and you haven't been feeling like that before, assess and see if your sleep has been shit. Because I guarantee you, if your sleep has been shitty, more than likely you're going to feel a certain way. So I've got to get my ass in the bed. I've got to get my ass off of social media and stop scrolling and going down the rabbit holes of things. It's a problem. I tell you guys in my programs, I fuss at you guys. Now y'all need to fuss at me. Fuss at coach, because I'm like doing it too, and I need to stop it. Yesterday we took the day off for the rest day. I went thrifting. I was going thrifting forever, like about a year or two ago, and then I stopped. But they've got a lot of, I don't want to say new, but better thrift stores that are local to me. And I went to one yesterday, and my sister and I were talking. We're like, girl, we have been sleeping on this thrift store because it is like local and it's next to a place that we frequent often. We've never walked in there. I walked in there yesterday, found a gym, and it was so neat and organized. The staff was so friendly. I did hit up the Goodwills, and I hit up the Goodwill in the bougie part of town. We've got 2, and man, I hit the jackpot over there. So I'm going to go after we hit up the gym and hit up maybe 1 or 2 other thrift stores that I didn't have time to hit up yesterday that are local right here to the gym, because I am on the hunt for glassware. So we have a bunch of plastic cups in our house, and it is easier for the kids, like, so if they drop it, it doesn't break and all that stuff. But I'm wanting to convert all of our glassware to glasses, and I love the idea of colored glass in mismatched glasses, like not have like a complete set, but like have random non-matching colored glasses. I just think that's a vibe. I think that's cool. And then I'm converting like my Pyrex and my glassware to colored. So I did find a rose, like pink Pyrex 9x9 yesterday at that one store for $4. Are you joking? And it looked like brand new. There was nothing on it that I had to clean, nothing. I found a blue Anchor 9x13 at the Bougie Goodwill. It was rough, but I mentioned on my stories what I did to clean it up and it looks brand new. And I found a couple of glasses. So I'm like, oh, yes, please, yes. I told you guys I'd cleaned out the entire kitchen. I'm continuing, like if I bring anything new in there, I'm assessing and being like, hey, I haven't touched that. I don't use that. Donate that and get rid of it, and really trying to declutter. Instead of buying animatronics and shit for Halloween this year, there's nothing really that's like, ooh, I gotta have it this year. So that's a good thing for my pocketbook. But instead, I'm starting to work on projects inside of our house that I've been wanting to do and I've just neglected, and I'm really taking the time to do that. And that's something that's going to last forever versus dropping $300, $400, $500 on animatronics outside. So I'm doing that. So trying to get my life in order as far as the inside and have it being like cozy vibes that I vibe with, because I'm at the house more than anything else. So I want that to be my comfort. I want that to be my space, you know what I mean? And have the vibes flowing all the time. That's the goal. So that being said, I've been talking long enough about random shit, but you guys like it. So hopefully this video is not like 5 hours long. The week longs, I get long. It is 7:45. Let's get in here. Let's be productive before Crunchy gets packed like it always is.
To the sky, hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take.
Number 2 complete. We went to the other thrift store. I say we went. We drove to it. It's like 5 minutes from the gym. That's gonna have to be for another time, another day. If you're local, it's literally on the lakefront, and the parking situation over there, I hate it. It's gonna have to be a day where like my sister and I go, we park, we walk, we peruse all the little places right there on the little strip. I was not doing that today, but at least I know where it is. So we are on the way home. There is a spot right here that I've been wanting to come in. I haven't been in here in years. It's a little consignment shop, so I'm gonna walk in here and peruse a little bit, and I might go back to that fire thrift store I was telling you about that I should be going all the time, that we just have been neglecting over there because it's on the way home too. And then I'm getting my ass home because I've got to film that favorites video. If y'all have not checked it out, it should be up. Go and check it out, show it some love. Also, while I'm thinking about it, they got this new thing where you can send points to the video. So when you go and like the video, it'll have a pop-up option if you're on your phone. Now, if you're watching on your TV, it won't have it. But if you like the video, it'll say, hey, do you want to hype up this video and send points? It doesn't cost you guys anything. It's some new thing that YouTube is doing to help small creators, and it helps, not just liking the video now, if you hype it up, and it will help me, is what I'm saying, and it's free. So I appreciate you guys if you do that on any of my videos or any of your other favorite creators' videos that you watch, because it's going to help our videos get out and all the things, and not blacklist us as far as our videos not being shown. YouTube and the algorithm, I never have understood it since day one, and I never will, but there's something that I know, so please help your girl out. Also, guys, I want to say I forgot that today is Labor Day when you're watching this, when this is posting. So if you like went off the rails this weekend, or if you're watching and you're like, girl, I totally effed up today with eating all the things because it's my day off, or you went to a gathering, barbecue, whatever, just make the next meal in your goals. Make tomorrow, the next day, towards your goals. Like, you don't have to throw in the towel. You don't have to sabotage yourself with you just going off of one meal or whatever. You can definitely make progress and make goals just the next meal. Okay, so y'all quit overthinking, quit overcomplicating stuff when it comes to your health journey. Just keep checking off those boxes, making the daily deposits, and doing what you know needs to be done. I did pack my protein coffee with me because, you know, I had my protein and all before my workout, and you don't have to like go ham with making sure that you get your protein in your post-workout meal right after you work out. If you had protein and carbs beforehand, that will tide you over for at least an hour or two until you can get your post-workout meal, and then you're golden. But I did pack this, you know, just in case we were taking a little bit longer. Beautiful pieces. It's a consignment shop for a reason. $1 million. I mean, they had some really pretty things. Nothing that spoke to me though. So even if I wanted to pay the prices that they had in there, I didn't, because there wasn't anything that I was looking for, especially since I've gotten a taste of true thrifting, and I'm like, girl, we can get things way cheaper. But I did appreciate there were so many like eclectic, nostalgic things in there that reminded me of my childhood. Like, they had some Corningware, and they also had like a powder thing that my mom used to use. It was identical. I was like, oh my God, flashback to being a kid for sure. And all that stuff was like so expensive, the Corningware stuff and all, but it was just so cool to see it. It like brought you back in time. I love that so much. But we're gonna head to the other thrift place and see if they put anything new out. I just went yesterday, but you know how this thrifting shit goes. Like, if you're crazy, you go every single day because they're constantly putting things out. I read online that it's best to go on Mondays and Tuesdays, to Goodwill anyway, if you're going there, because they get such an influx of stuff being dropped off over the weekend. However, me, when I donate stuff, I never donate anything over the weekend. It's always during the weekday. So under the fine print in Google, it was like, you might want to go every day. And I was like, girl, nobody got time for that. True thrifters do, but me, no.
Left with nothing. However, they did put out a bunch of new items. I say a bunch, a few that I didn't see yesterday. And remember I was talking about that vintage like Corningware? They had one of the exact same sets I saw at the consignment shop for like a fraction of the price, like half the price. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, what are the odds of me seeing this twice? Crazy. I've got a specific wish list, watching people's like just their little carousel things where it talks about thrift wish list. I love looking at what other people are on the hunt for, and I've got my eye on some things. There's things that are out there, I know, because if you type like vintage whatever or whatever on Etsy, they have so many things that people are trying to sell, but it's just so freaking expensive. And I've seen some of the exact same pieces in freaking Goodwill and all these places. So that's my hunt. That's the name of the game, the funsies of it, you know, the thrill of it. So I've got a board going, and just by going a little every week, hopefully we can add to the collection and get that wish list done for like no money. That's the goal, especially with trying to save money for this 2025. We're still sipping on our coffee. We have not finished it. I've got a slice of the Aldi sourdough bread over here. I think it's like 2.2 ounces weighed out. Weigh it out, y'all. This is inaccurate AF, okay? So it says on the back, 2 slices is 120 calories, y'all. If I ate 2 slices, One slice, okay, that slice right there is 132 calories weighed out by the gram, weighed out by the ounce. So if I were to do 2 of that, it would be double the macros, if not more. So y'all do not follow just like about 2 slices, all this foolery that you see on certain labels. Weigh it out by the ounce or the gram on your freaking food scale, and that will be most accurate, especially if you're in a fat loss stage. I'm not losing weight, I don't know why, because you're eating not in a calorie deficit. I'm just being honest with you if you're not doing the things diligently. I've got a tablespoon and a half of the strawberry preserves. I love this one. 2 of those blueberry chicken sausages, 2 pasture-raised eggs, and an entire banana for a total of 619 on the calories, 43 protein, 77 carbs, 18 fat, and 5 fiber. Filmed the favorites, started editing. Gonna put the robot back on before we skedaddle out of here to get Trey. Same lunch. I even had this yesterday on my rest day. Same thing we had the other day. Might be a little bit different as far as the weight on the blueberries. 341 calories, 28 protein, 31 carbs, 11 fat, 2 fiber. If you're struggling with meal prep, I don't have time for tuna fish, girl. No meal prep at all. Take that shit out the can, put whatever you like in it, and be done with it. Tonight's dinner, we are doing Arby's sliders from Macy Blackwell. I got the Arby sauce over here. Instead of getting the Arby's fries, because they were like $3 more, I got the Ore-Ida, which they were still expensive, these zesty twirls. But let me tell you, it's got the whole house smelling like we're walking in Arby's. I'm not even joking. These smell more like Arby's than the Arby's fries themselves. So, don't know how they taste yet. I'll update you guys, but it's a curly fry. It can't be any bad. We've got the sliders in the oven. They look fire, and this was like stupid simple. Like literally just put meat and cheese down on slider buns. I've got fries heating up. Can't get easier than this. Don't those look fire? Yes, indeed. We've got the curly fries, 2 servings of Arby sauce. Gotta have the Arby sauce. And here are the sliders for a total of 674 calories, 30 grams of protein, 86 carbs, 21 fat, and 4 fiber. Arby's at home. It can be done.
Good morning, friends. We have made it to Friday. We have made it. We are here at Crunchy. I'm in my spot. Maybe he's not coming today. I doubt it. He's here every day. But I'm just earlier today. We're talking about spots yesterday. Let me tell you guys, I left y'all at dinner and I did not pick you guys back up. I ate my Quest Explosion Overload, whatever bar it is. I'm trying to finish up those Sunday ones. I don't like those. Those are my least favorite out of all 3 of the ones in that Overload line from Quest. My favorite is the like double chocolate one. So good. The cookie one, pass. The sundae one, definitely pass. But I think I've got like 2 more to eat, so I'm eating them up. I'm not letting them go to waste. So I had that for dessert. So my Indy macros yesterday were 2275 calories, 142 pro, 296 carb, and 65 fat. And let's talk about the scale for a minute, because in my mini cut program today, when you're watching, if you're watching on Monday, it ended yesterday and we're about to start the next level shred. Don't forget, we only have 1 week left for signups for that, and it's the last program of 2025, so you definitely want to get on board for it. But everybody in the mini cut has been having the same feels in the Instagram chat with the scale. So let's talk about your bestie, the scale. For me personally, when we had our untracked meal this past weekend, the scale's always up for me like a pound or 2 after I have that untracked meal, and then by Monday or Tuesday that water weight is off because it's just water. However, this week my body has been holding on to 2 pounds. It was up after the untracked meal this past weekend. My body has held on to that 2 pounds all week. Every day I've weighed in this week, it has been the exact same weight since the untracked meal, which is rare for me. Usually I lose that water weight instantly, and I've been telling you guys like the scale is getting lower, like we need to up calories. I mentioned that last week in the video, but this week I've just been holding steady, girl, with that. It's not wanting to let it go. But I always tell everybody in the programs, I've mentioned it to you guys as well, before you weigh in, I want you guys to have pep talk to yourself, like a little self time for you. Look in the mirror. I always, right before I get on the scale, I know this might be like too much information for you, but I always like get butt naked, because I weigh butt naked. If you're not weighing butt naked, I don't know what you're doing, but I get butt naked and I like feel myself in the mirror, like look at everything, and I try to be positive. You don't want to like rip yourself apart and like break down all the negatives. Be positive. And yesterday and today, I mentioned to you guys earlier in the week, I was having some days where I was like feeling a little puffy, not gonna lie. Not myself per se, just felt off as far as my digestion. My sleep has been shit, I've mentioned to you guys, and I am a firm believer that the sleep is going to affect so many things. We know that scientifically, but I know for my body, if I get shit sleep, I'm gonna feel like shit. So I know that's why I've been feeling off this week, because I've not been sleeping. Did not get enough sleep last night as well. Woke up this morning freaking hella tired, but we're gonna get sleep tonight and going into tomorrow, promise. Yesterday and today, before getting on the scale and having my little self pep talk, I felt so freaking lean, like so lean looking at myself, like expecting the scale to be like an all-time low as far as how I feel and what I visually see in the mirror. And that, my friends, is going to be so much more profound than what the numbers flash up and actually tell you. How you feel in your body, how you're performing in your body, what you see in your body means 1,000,000% more than anything flashing up on a piece of equipment. I promise you. Let that be your motivation. Let that be your guide, especially if you know you're making the daily deposits, you're checking off all the boxes, and you're doing everything the best to your ability. Then you should have no thoughts at all about any numbers that flash up, period. However, on the flip side, if you know you're slacking, if you know you're not crossing off those daily boxes, if you know you're not giving it in your all and numbers are flashing up, then that's why, okay? That's why those numbers are flashing up, because of, I've mentioned this all the time, and I know y'all get mad sometimes, but it's because of you, all right? There's nobody else, it's you. You're the problem, right? But if you know you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, don't let those numbers get in your head. Just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it will all reflect. I promise you guys. So I just had to mention that, because I know some people look at other people on social media and think they have all their shit figured out and everything's perfect for them. I tell you guys all the time, never perfect at all. And I go through the same feels as you, even doing this for like 1,000,000 years. Don't let the scale dictate your worth. Don't put it on a pedestal, all the things. It's just a number. And I say all the time, they're just numbers, no matter if we're talking about weight or age, guys. Don't let it get to you. Last night, it freaking stormed its ass off. Like, I don't know what was going on. And it's supposed to rain this morning as well. And I'm parked in BFE. So hopefully it's done its thing by the time I get out of this gym. I did pack my protein coffee right here, because I'm obsessed with thrifting, at least going in and popping in to check. I'm gonna go to both of my Goodwills. I'm probably gonna pop into that same thrift store I popped in yesterday, because like I said, just a day, every day they're putting new stuff out. It's crazy. Next week we have, or today when you're watching, we have Labor Day, so I'm not gonna be able to do any thrifting on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm utilizing what I can right now with the funsies. So we will do the same post-workout meal when we get home, nothing new. And Waylon's going to spend the night with my sister this weekend. She is decorating for Halloween this weekend. I'm like, I usually decorate for Labor Day as well, or the weekend after Labor Day. So my plan is to start putting some stuff inside. My house is already decorated Halloween pretty much inside anyways, but I'm going to put some things out probably today when you're watching on Labor Day, since we're all off. I am going to try to hit up the gym on Labor Day, just letting you guys know. And then I'm gonna try, it's just freaking hot as hell, y'all. It's so hot. I'm gonna try to start putting things outside this weekend coming when you're watching this video. That's my plan. That's my goal. If it doesn't get done this weekend, the next weekend will be like, I gotta get it done. Like me, it's not worth putting all that shit out and doing all that work if it's not out for a long time, Christmas included. All this to be said, let's get in here. Let's slay it. Let's not get the wet ass with the day, and let's finish out this week strong. Let's go. Final workout of the week complete. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not want to wake up this morning hella tired because I'm not getting any sleep, and I was not motivated to come here to the gym. My ass came because I'm disciplined and I know this is where I need to be. I got to make this deposit, I got to get it in, but I'm gonna let you guys know I was not feeling it. But once you walk in, girl, once you walk in, it's like euphoria. Everything changes. My first exercise with doing the leg press, once I got to both legs, felt good, but I was not feeling single. I was like, I don't want to be here. I'm ready to go home. I want to snuggle in my bed. It is now rainy and stormy. It is the perfect weather, you know, but we got it done. And then also I was tripping. The step up like box that I've been using, the 12-inch one I've been mentioning to you guys, I could not find it anywhere. I probably lapped that crunch probably 5 times. Like, I am tripping. Where is this box? I don't know where it is. I don't know if it was in like the exercise room in the front. I didn't even mean to look. I don't know how they would haul that all the way up the stairs for our for our cardio room, but I didn't even think to look up there to see if it was up there. But I couldn't find it anywhere. So instead of doing step ups, I did bad girls like I did the other day. Yeah, out. I did the pulsing, the holds, all the things. My ass is on fire. Felt so good. No clips, because again, even though it's raining, everybody be up in here, especially before Labor Day, trying to get this workout in. But it felt good. Glad that I showed up always. Never regret coming and doing a workout. I am going to try now to get my ass to the thrift store. It opens in 5 minutes. I've got an umbrella. My new Wednesday one I bought, I left it in the garage. Like, what is my life? But I have another one right here, so I should be good. But I need to get home. I have a lot of work to do, and hopefully it's not going to be storming raining when I go get Trey. The past like couple of weeks when I've been going to get Trey, it has been so stormy, like I could barely see, like having to go 20 miles an hour. It has been no bueno. So fingers crossed that we don't have that going on. But I will pick you guys up if I find anything cool. And then for post-workout meal, which is the same as yesterday.
Back home, I did get a few thrifting things, and there were a couple of things I wanted, but they just weren't right. Like, they were missing pieces and stuff. But it was a good day up at the Goodwills. Let me tell you, them Goodwills be packed right when they open up. People be cray with this thrifting, I tell you. And then we did go to that other place, but it was a bust. So I'm going to give that place a couple of days. But the Goodwill, you got to go every day. Dang. We've got the same thing as yesterday. The sourdough, the jam, 2 eggs, one of my yolks busted, womp womp, those blueberry sausages, and a banana. And then we're going to do a Pepsi Zero in the wild cherry, and then I'm going to fill up my second HYDROJUG for the day. 665 calories. That does include the protein coffee I drank earlier. 43 protein, 89 carbs, 18 fat, and 5 fiber. Let me show you my thrifting finds today. So at the Goodwill, that is closer to my house, not the bougie one, but it had good stuff in there today. And let me tell you, it was a hop, and there was so many people up in there. And thank you guys for commenting on my favorites video. If you haven't watched that yet, please go and watch it. Show it some love. So many of you guys were like, thrifting is definitely like a sport now because of the resellers. And I totally agree, because my wish list, everything that I have on my wish list, pictures, came from Etsy. And it's from people going thrifting and reselling on Etsy. It's their business, you know? It's crazy because the markup on the stuff that they're selling, and people are buying it left and right because there's limited quantities of this stuff now, right? Especially if you've been on the hunt for it. But I know that it's out there. I've already found some pieces, like that blue anchor hocking dish that I found. They're selling it for almost $40 on Etsy right now, all over. And I got it for like $4. So, and then people were like, my gosh, Goodwill has went up on their prices. This is highway robbery. It has went up, but if you pay the full price from the resellers, like, you're still getting a good deal is what I'm saying. $4 versus almost $40 for that anchor hocking dish is just crazy. So I did get, speaking of anchor hocking, I did get this bread dish in the pretty amber. They also had a little smaller casserole dish, but I knew I wasn't going to use it. It wouldn't be like functional for me. This I will use, and I told you guys I'm trying to get rid of plastics and things and convert to glass. This guy was $3.99. It does have the anchor hocking at the bottom. Beautiful, great condition. And then I also picked up a glass. I'm doing all mismatch glassware. I think that's just so cool to not have like a matching set and have all random glasses in your cupboard. So I got this one for $1.99. I just thought it was super cool. I love the blue glass on it. Getting my collection set for that. And then I'm gonna take you down and show you this guy right here. This was at the bougie Goodwill. Now the bougie Goodwill did not have much today. Like I said, it had some things, but they were missing pieces, so I left a lot behind. It had a lamp that was super cool. There were some super cool chairs at this one. I almost picked up for like $6 a piece. They were like heavy duty wood, so pretty. I'm redoing our dining room situation, and I might be kicking myself for not getting those damn chairs, but it is what it is. But I got this. Now at the bottom, there is a Marshall sticker. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it with y'all. It's an old ass sticker. It was originally 15 bucks. I paid $5.99. Now, should have this been like $2 or $3? Yeah, I agree with you guys. At Goodwill's prices are crazy, and you really have to be diligent and really look. There's some things that still have the original stickers on them and they're charging more than what it costs, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But I thought this was super cool. I love the black with like the embossed gold, rose gold roses on it. I love the leather detail of this. It snaps open and it's a box. So you open it up and it's got like all this space. Now, what am I gonna do with this? I thought this might be cool for several things. I thought it'd be cool open like this and put some floral in it and make it like a vase, but it's a box. How cool would that be? I also thought that it would be really cool if you snap it and put it on its side and you can make it like a shelf. I thought that might be cool to go in my bathroom and put little knickknacks on the top. Also might be cool to open it up and have it on the side of my vanity and store all my sprays and my lotions in there, since it's so deep and it has so much storage in there, and just keep it open and have a really pretty display case. So several things that I could do with it. I just couldn't leave it behind. I picked it up, I put it down, I circled around, and y'all told me if your gut tells you that you love it, don't leave it behind because it won't be there. And I was like, I don't care that I think it's overpriced. I'm getting it. It is so heavy. So what I'm saying, like, if this was at Marshall's now, it would be way more than the original $15. I feel like this was a good piece. Now, it's got some damage and stuff, but I think that gives it character. Okay, so y'all let me know what you guys would do with it. Anything else creative besides what I mentioned, but I can't wait to play around with it and see what I come up with. But those were my finds today. Super happy. I'm trying to be very strict with myself. There's lots of things that I wanted to get. I was like, ooh, but I'm like, it's not on my wish list. It's not practical per se. So I'm really trying to limit what I get with this thrifting stuff. But so far, I've been stoked with just the things I've gotten this week getting back into it. I, in fact, did not get any work done. Instead, I've been picking up, cleaning up. Do you guys like have catch-all spaces in your house? Like, we have many. And shit just sits there and nobody ever takes the time to put it away. Me, I'm the one that finally takes the time to put it away. So I did laundry. I've got the robot vac going. I also, if you guys can see him down here, he's pissed at me because I gave him a bath and his bed is in the washing machine. His beds, he's got multiple beds in the washing machine, but I have to put him in there because do y'all's dogs get the zoomies when they take a bath? He's looking for something to rub all over and I'm like, no, not happening. So you can dry your little butt off right there in your cage. When I get back home, I'll put your beds in the dryer and you will be golden. Look at him, he's like, bitch. He's mad at me. However, we have been productive, but I've gotten zero work done. It's just been household stuff, but it's fine. I will spend most of the weekend doing that. That's what I usually do. Y'all, the weekends are my busiest time of the week for work. It's crazy. I really got to work on that and adjust and flip-flop things. It's just the way things lay out. So I do have my lunch here and I have to go and skedaddle and pick up Trey in like 3 minutes. We're doing the same thing we've been doing all week. 350 calories, 29 grams of protein, 32 carbs, 12 fat, 6 fiber. Got to get on the road, but thank the Lord it is the weekend. Dinner tonight is Nuggy Night, one of our favorites, and it's only me and Trey right now. Waylon went to go spend the night with my sister, and the Hubs actually went to my sister's house to go look at their air conditioning. They're having a little bit of some issues, and he does that on the side. So it's just us right now. We've got some of the chicken nuggets by Real Good Foods. That's 8-point-something ounces weighed up frozen, air fried. We've got half a serving of the Bird's Eye, the green beans with potatoes with that sauce. I mention the grocery hauls often. I love it so much. So I weighed out the entire bag and divided it by 2. That's a serving. And we've got some sour cream with ranch in it, some light, and some Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce. 441 calories, 54 grams of protein, 37 carbs, 10 fat, 6 fiber. One of my favorite dinners as of late because it's easy and mama doesn't have to really cook and it just tastes so freaking good. Never skip dessert, and hopefully Maui isn't too loud in the background to where your girl gets copyrighted. Trey is on his Moana Always kick. We got it playing. Actually, the power went out, the power went out yesterday and our internet has been down since last night. So we have no internet. So trusty DVD player it is, and Moana coming in clutch for mommies with autism. We got our cereal. It is 240 calories for the cereal, 30 calories for the almond milk, for a total of 270 calories, 4 grams of protein, 48 carbs, 8 fat, and 5 fiber to wrap out our Friday night and this full week.
Take my hand, join the army of the sun.